this week I thought I'd do a little bit on using tone. So, and then next week I'll do a bit on colour. So let's just quick recap. Last couple of weeks, been looking at people and figures. So we started the first week with kind of heads and torsos, and then last week I was encouraging to have a go at figure drawing. So this the folder with the sort of figure drawing poses is over there. This week I was thinking perhaps to do a little bit on tone, and I use charcoal. So this exercise is quite a nice one. Last week Jeff had a go at this one. So this exercise, the idea of this exercise is drawing upside down, and the idea is that it helps, if you're trying to build your drawing skills, to just really focus in on the actual shapes of things and getting hooked up on drawing hands or eyes and things like that. And I thought an extension of that would be so that comes out of this book here, drawing on the right side of your brain. And then there's also this exercise photo here of Einstein. I thought it'd be quite nice to do the same sort of exercise but using tone. I've got one copy there, and there's another copy of the Einstein photo somewhere. Down somewhere. Down here, is it?
Well, maybe not.
That was the one I had this morning as a demo, and then I've worked into it a little bit. So yeah, if anybody wants to have a go at that, I've got another copy somewhere. I did print a load off, but I think the students must have gone off with them this morning. So I don't have that many this morning now. But you could reapply it to any sort of image that is quite tonal. So I'll pick this one out because it's mostly sort of greys, a little bit of light. I've got this nice thick scene painter's charcoal. So this is quite nice for just getting broad areas established. The results you get will depend partly on the kind of paper you've got. Mine is, it's not the best of cartridge paper, it's all right. But some of the better quality cartridge papers, you'll get a nice result. Plus I'm getting a little bit of marks coming through from the board underneath. So I tend to start something like that, and then just work that in to give myself an overall grey tone. It is quite a messy exercise, this one. If you wanted a slightly cleaner version, you could perhaps use like a coloured paper, and then use grey and different shades of pastel or chalk. So that's another alternative. And if I'd had a bit of colour paper, I probably would have done that this afternoon just for a change. So yeah, I'd work something like that, and then really it's just kind of working the different tones in. So to me it's a little bit darker just here. Just work that in. And then just working through this scene of the figures, there's a little bit of shadow in here. With charcoal, I find that you almost got to go too dark and then lighten it a little bit. So this person here, some of that is reflection, so I'll lift a little bit of that off my fingers. Back in. Just trying to get the figure shapes, sort of shape of the child. Like that, and got an eye coming out here. And then there's somebody else behind him. And then this person here. So just kind of working through the figure shape. So this, what we did last week, you could almost like apply, if they're nice tonal images, you could apply this to this technique. Going for almost straight legs to start with, that'll work a bit of shape into. It's coming out about there. That's a little bit longer. And then any bits I need to lift out, I sometimes use these little blenders. These are quite good. So if you want to try charcoal, you want to try these things out, I've got some of this here. So I can just lift little bits out there. And then just carry on sort of blocking in. And this is a bit more like a sort of painterly approach you could take if you're using acrylics or oil paints, where you could draw with the paint as you go. The other thing is I brought in a couple of paintings these are paintings that include figures, so I thought I'd just show you a couple of examples of how I tend to work when I'm out and about, and how I put people in. What I tend to do is, if I can, I'll do as much as I can on location. This one is pretty much entirely on location. This one I've added a few figures here and a few geese from photos, and then all the other people were put in as I was there.
Is that Priory Park?
No, that one's Regent's Park.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like Priory Park.
And this is Bottom Bay in Kent. So, yeah, Regent's Park. So this is kind of work. The figure in something like that. I won't go through them all, but you could then work this in, and then if I wanted some highlights, I've got this dark enough. I should be able to just use a rubber and lift some areas out. So this is like a little mechanical rubber, and you can get some nice little bits of light. I possibly need it a little bit darker background to get this to stand out. I always quite like charcoal, and to me it reminds me a little bit of watercolour, where you've got the white of the paper blown through. You get some nice sort of transparent sort of effects. Quite sort of I think that atmospheric sort of effect. So perhaps do some bit upside down, and then maybe turn it over. And it's a way of just kind of refreshing your eye then, and seeing what else needs to be done. Perhaps refine the shapes a little bit around here. Sometimes you use these, if you want to remove a big area, use the plastic rubbers and try and keep them fairly clean, because you'll find that if they clog up, they'll smear a bit. Let's lift a little bit more light out here and there, and just refine the shapes around here. Tiny bit. So that, as I say, that was that one, and that was the one from this morning that I've worked into a little bit over before lunch. Any questions?
How do you do it?
Well, get a bit.
Yeah.
Do you spray it with fixative if you wish to keep it?
Yeah, I would do. Yeah. I've got a little bit of hairspray in the kitchen, but it's not coming out very well. I need to get a new one. It's got a bit blocked. Yeah, fixative is good, or hairspray is good to fix them. And what I would do is just kind of hold them vertically, spray side to side, let it dry, give it another coat, maybe give it 3 or 4 coats, and that way it's pretty good at keeping it. Otherwise you'll find you'll very easily smudge it and it's gone. It's a funny sort of medium. It can be quite a challenge, but can have quite a nice look to it.
Thank you.